What's going on YouTube? Blaze Shadowthorn here, and I'm calling shiny. I'm calling it shiny. It's not shiny. Anyways, you guys get a Wi-Fi battle. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed that little intro. I tried to call shiny. Obviously, it failed. So instead, we're going to do a Wi-Fi battle. This is a Wi-Fi battle I had not too long ago against Mogwai or Mega Mogwai. His channel link will be down in the description below, as well as his narration of this video. I was supposedly doing a live one, and then I got distracted too much, and I started just like dicking off and like not really paying attention to my narration. So I just trashed it, and so I'm doing the post-narrated one. But anyways, it was a pretty fun, pretty loose game. Looking over at my team, you might be noticing the huge stealth rock weakness. I mean, like it's a pretty big stealth rock weakness. I felt it was kind of handled a little bit by two spinners in the form of my Avalugg and my Tentacruel. It also has the sort of Tentacruel Avalugg defense core going on there. And I also have two Scarfers in the form of my Gengar and my Mamoswine. Looking over at his team, not really a lot of things that immediately jump out at me as threats. I mean, that Tornadus and Victini were really the only things I saw immediately that registered as threats to me. So anyways, I wasn't sure if he wanted to lead off with like his Gliscor or something, so I do lead off Mamoswine. So it was the best matchup for everything except that Rotom Wash. So I can't stay in here, I gotta switch out. I'm gonna go out to my Tentacruel predicting the Will-O-Wisp or Hydro Pump. I'm not sure if he wanted to be like really ballsy and go for Hydro Pump right off the bat. But anyways, you know, he burns me. It's cool. It's Tentacruel. It's what it's supposed to do. Like a burn's not gonna hinder it too much. He's gonna go for a Volt Switch. I was like, yeah. Now something on his team's gonna take a hefty amount of damage because I went for Mirror Coat. And so you know, it does a little bit of damage, not too much, but not too little either. So it does a nice, respectable amount of damage. He goes out into Happy Feet. So I'm like, alright, let's just Mirror Coat this thing back. Does huge damage to this Empoleon. I'm not entirely sure if it's going to be Defiant or Mixed or Wall or what, because all I did was do over half of the Mirror Coat damage. So I'm not entirely sure what this thing wants to do. So I'm just going to fire off a Scald. Hope I get like a burn or something I can gauge and see how much damage it does. Absolutely no damage. He's going to set up his rocks. He's going to set up his rocks, which kind of sucks. So, obviously, I see this as an immediately specially defensive thing. Like, Jesus Christ, that thing did no damage. I mean, I know it's a resisted hit, but still, Tentacruel's special defense is not that bad. It's not, special attack's not that bad. It should be doing a little bit more damage. But, you know, the burn's starting to rack up a little bit. I'm going to go for the spin. I'm going to go for the spin so I can make an offensive play later. Because I know his game plan is pretty much going to be keep rocks up on my field for as long as possible, because I do have that Aerodactyl, which takes a nice chunk of damage. I have that Tornadus, which takes a nice chunk of damage, and I have that Avalugg, which will take a nice chunk of damage. So, you know, I'm pretty sure he'll want to keep up rocks on my side of the field. So, predicting that, I'm going to predict him to want to set up his rocks again. I'm going to make an offensive switch out into my Aerodactyl. And this is actually my Mega on the team, Mega Aerodactyl. I didn't use it enough in X and Y. So, you know, I'm going to use it again in ORAS. Plus, I don't know. I just haven't found an ORAS Mega that I really like. So, anyways, I do get my prediction correctly. He does opt to set up his rocks. And now I know he doesn't want to stay in here. He's probably going to switch out, go out into his Aerodactyl. So, I do predict that as well, and I go for the rock slide. I really wanted to set up a Home Clause, to be completely honest, but on the off chance he did bring in this thing, I'm not sure even a +1 would be able to OHKO or not, because just based off this rock slide damage, I really honestly don't think it will, because I do believe I am Jolly. But yeah, it's doing absolutely nothing. So that does tell me that it is a physically defensive Rotom Wash, which kind of makes sense because he has a specially defensive Empoleon. So anyways, can't stay in here, won't stay in here. I'm pretty much forced to sack something off because, well, a lot of things can't really take a Volt Switch and give him initiative. So I do decide to sack off my Tornadus. I really wanted Tornadus to do some work, but just regular Tornadus isn't cutting it for me. It's just not cutting it for me. I am able to live the Volt Switch. It does nice. It does hella damage to me though, but I am able to live it, which is kind of cool. He's gonna go back out into Happy Feet, which I'm not really too happy about. Get it. But anyways, you know, weighing my options, I have Air Slash, I have Heat Wave, I have Dark Pulse, I have Psychic. So pretty much Dark Pulse was my only bet. I go for this. It does nice chunk of damage, definitely. And I get a flinch too. I think that was actually close to max damage, because as you will see here, I'm going to go for another Dark Pulse, because I thought based off that damage roll I would be able to knock it out. But unfortunately for me, it lives, and he's going to fire off a Scald, and that is definitely going to be able to knock out my Tornadus, no threat, no problem. And yeah, down goes my Tornadus, which kind of sucks, but at the same time I did switch it in primarily for the form of Death Fodder. There was legitimately no other reason. I mean, it wasn't going to do anything this match, so it was the most expendable thing on my team. Gonna go now out of my Tentacruel, and I'm going to fire off a Scald, hoping it'll kill. But unfortunately for me, this thing just doesn't want to die. Like, jeez, did it give it, like, is this Ubers? Did I mistake the tier? We're playing in Ubers where the lore of everything lives just doesn't go away. Because honestly, it's what it feels like. It's what it feels like. But my Tentacruel doesn't want to go down either because it's burned and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a knockoff, try and get rid of this thing. But nope, it lives on like, what is that, like 1 HP or something like that. Goes for rocks. Unfortunately for me, right here I make a misclick. Or not really a misclick, it was just a misplay. It was just a bad play overall. I go for a Skull. What I should have done was I should have went for the Rapid Spin. Even though I'm burned, I'm pretty sure Rapid Spin would have done 2 damage. Pretty sure Rapid Spin would have done 2 damage. And if it did, cool. If it didn't, then it still would have been at 1 HP. I could have revenge killed it with anything else. And I also had a potential to get rocks off my field permanently. Because unless his Gliscor knows rocks, nothing else on his team can really set up rocks. So that was a bit of a misplay in my opinion. I kind of wish as soon as I clicked Skull, I was like, I should have clicked Rapid Spin, but at the same time, it might not have killed. It might not have killed, but anyways, I know Rotom Wash is his best switch in. I know this, so I go out into Gengar as the best thing to handle it. Unfortunately, it lives a Sludge Wave, which I was kind of expecting because I am Timid Scarf, so I don't have exactly a lot of power behind me. But if I was modest, that probably would have killed. But anyways, he's going to go out into Nimbus. Right here, I really thought he'd Thunder Wave me because that's what most Tornaduses do, you know, they Thunder Wave things. So I'm going to go out in my Avalugg, primarily again as Death Fodder because it's my only real switch in. It's the only defensive thing on my team. So he instead goes for the knockoff, which tells me it's mixed, and that's good knowledge to know. But he doesn't show me Thunder Wave here, and I see Life Orb, so I'm not sure if he carries Thunder Wave or not, or maybe he didn't think I was worth paralyzing or what, but he ends up critting me with this Thunderbolt. I ran a calc on it. If rocks weren't on the field, that crit mattered, but unfortunately, since rocks was on the field, Life Orb, that is a guaranteed OHKO after Stealth Rocks. Plus, he got that little bit of chip damage off on, what is he? Got that little bit of chip damage off on with the knockoff. So anyways, gonna bring in my Mamoswine, and he wants to switch out because obviously he doesn't want to lose this Thundurus right away. So he's gonna go back out into his Rotom Wash. Fortunately, that Rotom Wash is at such a low range of HP where I can easily knock it out with a Icicle Crash. So that's not a problem there. So I'm able to knock out this Rotom Wash, which is great. And now he's gonna bring out the Victini. And I'm pretty much forced to let something die to a V-Create. I don't want to lose my Scarfer right now because Mamoswine can handle his Heracross, as well as this Victini, assuming it's not Scarfed. The way he brought it in also kind of led me to believe that it might be Scarfed, but later he told me it was banded, so, yeah, definitely not living a choice bonded V-Create. I am not living that, not in a million years, unless I had a hidden Focus Band Mega Aerodactyl. That'd be something. That would definitely be something. But anyways, nope, I'm going to bring in my Gengar right now just because I know for a fact I'll be able to outspeed it, hit it up with a Shadow Ball. I do know he has a resist in the form of Gliscor, so I didn't want to go for the Sludge Wave even though it was going to be my stronger attack. So he does pull a switch out into the said Gliscor. Kind of a good play in my opinion because it was really his only switch in. And it's not going to be that big of a usefulness to him. I score the special defense drop here. I'm not sure exactly what his game plan was, but if his game plan was to sack this thing off, it didn't matter. But if his game plan was to stay in here, if he had like knockoff or something, maybe go for a protect and then knock off the next turn, that special defense drop definitely mattered. Because with if I didn't get that special defense drop, he could have potentially lived another Shadow Ball and then be able to knock off after protecting. But I'm not sure. But I get another special defense drop. Special defense drops everywhere. And he's able to knock me out with a knockoff. It really sucks because I basically lost the game right here because I'll tell you why. He has both Victini and a Heracross left. And if I had another Pokemon, I could have won the game potentially just because I know his Victini's not Scarfed. But because he brings in the Heracross, I'm basically forced to make a decision whether I want to lock myself into Icicle Crash and secure the 2-0. Or just basically kind of hope for like the biggest crit in the entire world, and has like 0 like hasty and 0 defense IVs to go for the Earthquake and maybe clutch the match. I choose to go for Earthquake just because I didn't want to, like, if I went for Icicle Crash, it really would have come down to, I'm not even sure if it would have killed. I'm pretty sure it would have killed. But if it didn't, then, you know, whatever. But then again, the Victini would have just come in here. At the time, I thought it was going to be Scarf, so really, what was the point in making a 2-0, 1-0? Like, really, I mean, there was really no legitimate point. I lost either way. So hopefully that was a game. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to leave a like and a comment. And, yeah, definitely check out Mogwai. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Sorry if I butchered your name. I'm sorry, bro. But anyways, check his channel out. It'll be down in the description below. He's a really good guy. I really enjoy his videos. I started watching him a lot recently. Makes pretty good content. So, yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Bye.